You notice I didn't put us back up there the last time I did it before. I was too busy.
Welcome everybody to Red Circle Sunday or
Why you guys
Square
already on?
or Arrow or I'm ready. I'm ready already.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be fun. But how has your week/weekend be? Y'all didn't do a show on Friday, did you?
Didn't do one Friday. Didn't do one with Bigfoot Michigan Rob on Saturday. I did absolutely zero.
Talk about a reset, rehab weekend, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm more tired now. I should have just done the shows and been done.
Yeah. Well, no, because usually it's no, it makes me have to have more work usually. So I try to stay away from all that crazy stuff. But anywho,
right?
How's everybody doing?
I think everything's doing good. Everybody's doing good.
Well, except for Gary. Gary told me he's sitting there eating some fresh caught bass he had, and I just want to tell him, Gary, I hate you, just out of spite.
Right. Well,
so just to let you know that.
Well, Nemo out in chat says they got their red Sharpie ready.
Yes. And before we do that, though, we're going to pay some bills so we don't forget about it again.
Of course. It's Crossing Realms Conference, guys. We're sneaking up on this really quick.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about this except for, wow, this thing has exploded. Don't forget to go to Eventbrite, get your tickets. We still have tickets available for the speaker portion on Saturday. We have tickets available for Friday night's meet and greet and extra speakers and a release of a new documentary from Chris Garantano. We have got Thursday night is for all ticket holders. We'll be invited to a social party that evening. Just to hang out more with the speakers and whoever shows up early, just to have just a fun week.
That's all that matters. Everybody has a blast. That's all we want.
Yeah, so go to Eventbrite, look under Crossing Realms Conference. You'll find all the information you need, including tickets for Marilyn Bast, and she has a psychic gallery reading. So there's that too.
Yeah, you got that. The Ghost Hunt is already sold out, like you said, so there's still going to be, people able to go through the museum during the time frame. So
they're having tours going through the museum during the day. I mean, there is so much going on, everyone. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You got stuff to do.
Gary, come on now. Is us lowly trackers invited? Gary, let me explain something to you. Lowly tracker. I don't even call the man a tracker no more. I call him the king of the tents, because if there's anything wrong with your tent, he's going to find it, and he's going to make sure you got it right, okay? I'm just going to let you know that.
Right.
So, anywho, without further ado.
Yes, further ado. I'm leaving my hat on. I'm leaving my hat on.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to grab it right now because it's like too far over there for me to grab. This first one, though, this person said they went to Ireland the first time and went to Wicklow Gal and took a bunch of photos and came across this one. It wasn't in any of my other photos, but I'm not sure if it's an apparition or just smudges on a wall. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in where this is at.
Where?
I don't know. Same stuff there. It's all the same as what's over here and on this parts of the wall and that parts of the wall.
Looks like a dirty wall.
It's a jail. It's a jail. What do you expect? It's a jail. So I mean,
wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
anyone else?
Then they edited it and said, just to clarify, I see what looks like a woman with her arms crossed facing left. Huh? That's what they're talking about, right? I think they're talking about this bit right here. You see how it looks kind of a little bitty bit like a head right there?
No.
I'm just telling you what they said. Now I'm
Oh
gonna go.
my.
That's the full blown one. Now we go to the. This is where we blew it up for you. Don't we love it when they blow them up? Yay!
My hat's not thick enough tonight. I don't think.
Oh yeah. Well,
I don't think it's thick enough,
I gotta
y'all.
reach. I can't help it. I gotta reach.
I better go get another, roll of Reynolds
Yeah.
Wrap because we're gonna have to
Okay.
fix this.
Yeah.
This tinfoil is just not thick enough. Okay, I am.
I'm with him. Moon, you're right. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
I see nothing.
Yeah. Nemo.
Wow.
Mrs. Lincoln. Yeah, Mrs. Lincoln. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Mrs. Lincoln.
I
Yeah,
don't know about
you
that one.
guys, we're looking at a wall. It looks like it's dirty and old, and they just took some smudges and circled it.
Yeah, I mean, now granted, don't get me wrong, it's got a little bit of a head look there. But it's the wall. It's the wall. If you look at the first one, look at all the different discolorations on all the walls. It just happens that one looks like that. But
right, exactly. So
wait, there's something back here too. Oh wait,
oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm telling everybody, if you can't see this, please come on over to YouTube and see this and tell us if you see anything because no.
Yep, Nemo, you're right. Pareidoi's a hell of a drug.
Well, this must be a very strong one. Like I said, my tinfoil hat is not thick enough.
Yeah, you probably want to keep it on anyway.
I probably need a wide brim, just to catch the fallout. I'm not sure.
Oh well, we're not even. We're just getting warmed up now. But see, because this first one is this one out of Ireland. Then we got one out of Gettysburg. Saw these ghosts at Gettysburg last year. It was crazy, and I just took random photos, and boom, there it is.
It's crazy. Ooh, we've got two yellow circles, look like eyeballs.
Yeah, and I've seen this picture 500 times over the last week and a half because it's making its rounds again out on the YouTube or the Facebook side. And Bristol's probably seen it too. It was all over paranormal sightings and Blythe Campbell stuff and all that other stuff. And I'm like looking at like it's the freaking weeds, okay? Oh, that's a soldier. That's a soldier there. Well, that's a donkey right there.
Well, I mean, I can kind of see what they're talking about. But listen here, folks, that grass ain't that high.
No.
These would have to be midgets, soldiers.
Yeah. Leprechauns. Where is Monica? Where's Monica? Hey, Monica, we got some fae over here. We got a fae donkey.
Yeah, and some gnomes.
Yeah. I don't see the pointed head of the gnomes, but yeah, that's pretty close.
Well, a gnome doesn't have to have a pointed hat.
It doesn't?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. It could have a pointed hat. Who knows?
How are you supposed to play lawn darts with a gnome if it doesn't have a pointed hat?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this would be very small.
Yes, very much so. Especially considering that's only about 2.5 foot right there. That break right there. If you see the full picture, this has been obviously not enhanced, but it has been blown up for this particular spot right here.
Yeah.
The real one out there, when you look at it, these things, you're talking about the entire field you're looking at, and they hone in on these two things right here.
Right. Yes. Moon says the rules have been broken. Those are yellow circles.
Yes, I agree.
Why would we have to circle both of them? I don't know. They make it look like googly eyes.
Yeah.
They could have just done one circle.
Or if you're an old soldier, you're in a strip bar. I mean, oh wait.
I don't know.
Are you leaving your hat on?
Yes, because no. They said they were soldiers, but they're really leprechauns.
I'm gonna go get that my next theme song is I'm gonna get the Joe Cocker song. You can leave your hat on. Anywho, yeah, we're gonna have fun with these today because these are gonna be rapid fire, guys. Y'all need to be prepped and ready to go because there's some of
Get
them
your
like
fingers ready to type now.
new, and new. Okay, this one. My friends and myself were on the London Underground. I don't know what on the London. You were in the London Underground, but I don't know about on the London Underground. But anyway, on the 6th of October 2012, on our way to a concert, my sister took a picture of some of us. 1 week later, my sister and another friend who wasn't present were looking through the pictures. One particular picture, they zoomed in on me and noticed a large, strange-looking figure behind me. This frightened them both so much that it caused them to throw the computer to the floor. There's no freaking thing in the world that's going to make me throw my computer to the floor, okay?
Heck no.
So, and yes, that's the sloth. I made sure his face was blurred.
Oh, I was going to say, wow. The faceless man.
Yeah. I don't know why I started doing that again. I usually try to put a white circle on them or something like that, but it's been once started doing that, and I just ain't had time to really.
That looks creepier than what's in the background.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to work toward. I want to make sure everybody notices that the faceless man is the one that gave it to you.
Okay. Well, let's zoom in on what's behind the faceless man.
Okay. You know what's really bad? Here's the thing I got to do. I got to take it up because I am on the fence on it. Do I think it's misidentification? Most likely. I think it's pareidolia. I think it's just a stain of the wall behind him, and that obviously there's a window right there.
Well, could that be a reflection of somebody standing in front of it?
That's what I don't know. I cannot tell for sure.
Because, it is a shiny surface, regardless if it's a window or what it is.
I mean, it looks like the windows of a subway, of a rail car.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that's maybe what they're on right there, a train.
Yeah.
Paul's kind of like a kid looking through a curtain almost. But that makes me even more kind of iffy about it,
Well, this is what bothers me the most.
What's that?
If that is a window, okay,
mm-hmm.
The flash is pointed directly at this man.
Yes. 100%.
Directly at it. Where is it in the window?
Can't tell you.
You would have had a glare. You would have had something.
You know what this looks like to me over here? It looks like fog on a window. How a window fogs up, and of course, if you're talking October in London, it's a lot of damp, dreary stuff going on right there.
Yeah.
But the thing, it's just that little bit's fogged up, and it kind of, I don't know if this is a shadow that's going across right here. Are they in motion? Was this part while the train was in motion or vehicle was in motion? One of the two. But I'm with you. I think it's a reflection more than likely. But boy, a reflection of what? Because of the way it's looking, the direction it's looking. It would have had to been somebody right across, right?
And it could have been. Not necessarily the person taking the picture. It could have been somebody right across from him. At that angle, you could have got anybody. But what I'm saying is that flash, the flash is right on the man. Where's the glare from the flash?
Exactly. You don't see it unless it's so dead straight on, and I have a feeling it was probably manipulated a little bit to cut somebody else out over here to the side. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, the flash is, look at his forehead. It's dead on right there. So I wonder if the flash is through the window is being obscured by him. You should still see something.
There's still a bit. You would still see something, yeah.
You would think
because, like I said, that is a bright flash.
Yeah,
But then again, if the flash was centered in between two people and there's another person sitting next to him, maybe that's where the glare is next to him on the other side. Maybe. I don't know. Can't see it.
Yeah. It's such. That's why I kind of put the tinfoil away with it, because it could be, but it's more than likely not. But it still could be.
I don't know. Back up a hair.
Tell me when.
That's good. I'm trying to see if you can see like the background of, because he said he was in a subway train.
Well, it says the London Underground, so I'm assuming it's a subway is what this is from.
Well, no, that doesn't mean that. That could be in a nightclub of some sort, or
could be. But judging by the way he's sitting and everything, that looks like glass behind him. It really does, and just makes me think of a subway for the most part.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna go with tinfoil on this one. I don't.
Pareidolia all the way, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's pareidolia. I think that's somebody's reflection that's standing right across from him.
It very well could be. Like I said, but that was one thing I was like, I can't see anything where anything was messed with at all. So it's either reflection, just pareidolia of whatever's causing this.
Yeah.
Because see, you got a shadow of something here.
Oh gosh, who knows what that is? I mean, they cut the picture off.
Exactly, they cut it all to pieces.
You know, yeah, it's kind of like this. We don't have the whole picture. And if he took it going, oh, well, there's Sally, but she looks like a ghost. Let's post it.
Yeah, and I didn't get that feeling out of it when I was reading the actual post on it. And they said straight out that he didn't take it. His sister and her friend did, and they were over there visiting or whatever, and it was October of 2012. So I had dates and everything to go with. So if somebody just throwing crap out there against the wall, I would think they wouldn't have actually put that much into it. But neither here nor there. I still think he didn't say this is it. He asked, what do you guys think? You know? So I don't think it's him per se, but I think it is a case of mistaken identity versus being true paranormal. It's either pareidolia or reflection, one of the two.
I think it's a hoax.
Oh, now you gonna mess with me now.
Yeah.
Donnie, attack.
I think it's truly a hoax. I really do. I think they know the person in the picture. Right. I think they know the person in the picture. It just popped up like that. They're like, hey, let's put it out there as she's a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what
could be.
What happens.
It very well could be. So
because like I said, we don't have everything that we need to prove or disprove, and it looks like the girl's wearing a hoodie.
Maybe. I'm looking at it. I just see hair. So a hairline, I should say, not the actual hair.
Oh, look below the face.
Down here.
Looks like a hoodie. Yeah, looks like a hoodie to me.
Yeah, very well could be.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
Or just a high neck sweater.
So now that she's officially beaten me up over something, now I'm going to read this exactly the way it was written and exactly the way I copied it. It says goat caught on cam, Glasgow Museum. That is exactly what it said. Goat caught on cam, Glasgow Museum.
Okay.
I don't see a goat.
Goat. That's what it said. Goat.
GOAT, goat. Let me just get this thing hooked on here well. Okay. There we go. All right. Now better. Would you like me to zoom in on that one for you?
Yeah. I'm looking at it and I'm not.
You sure you don't see a goat?
I see no goat. Does anyone else see a goat? I'm not hearing from anybody out there. Does anyone see a goat?
Yeah, Roger, they did. I have a feeling they misspelled ghost as well, but I just thought it was a goat. It was just freaking hilarious, and I was like, I was like, no, 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 and no. But anyway, so even looking at it as a ghost, okay, what do you see in there?
I see the fake fog.
Yeah, that's kind of this stuff through here. Just it makes everything completely unbelievable to me right off the bat. And what cam was it caught on? This is not a surveillance camera at all. I can't. I don't know. I mean, it's too pasted in. You might say. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like it's just kind of set over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It kind of looks like they need to clean their lens.
That might be too. And who knows? This could be a kid going by and it catching full blown light and making it look like that with that. I don't even think it's that. I think it's a fake. I think it's a 100% fake. Is what I think.
I think it's a camera glitch. It could be from an unclean camera or something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like because the fog on the bottom is like a straight line.
Yeah, it's like it's laid in there. And
yeah, that mist should not be.
Yeah, and look at it. It's like another light is down here, drowning out everything. You know what I mean, or washing it out. And I mean, look, you got somebody's eye right there.
God,
I think this is a.
It looks like a bug.
Very well could be.
Because look at the body of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I either way, it's not paranormal in any way, shape, or form. I really believe.
What's everybody's best guess on what that is? I'm gonna go with a smudge or a bug of some sort. I'm not. I don't believe this is paranormal in any shape.
Nope. I fully believe this is probably most likely. I think it's a freaking fake. I just think it's an outright fake. I think they started playing around with it.
That definitely could be. That definitely could be. But this. I just don't know. There's something about this image that is not. Zoom in on the hand, would you please? The arm, the holding up.
Okay. You see where I was talking about the eye now too?
Yeah, I see that.
Almost like a reflection of somebody's.
But I want you to look at the hand.
Yep. It's in motion too, is what it looks like.
Yeah, and look at how big the forearm part is.
Mm-hmm. And how little the upper arm is.
Yes.
Yeah. That was one of the first things I thought too. I was like,
nope. I'm sorry, guys. I don't.
Not right.
Yeah, there's something wrong here. And again, we don't have the original. We can't look at it.
Yeah. I'm looking right here. It looks like it really might have been smudged in through here. So this could easily have been an overlay. Not saying it is, but it could easily have been that way. But either way, yeah, no, I'm not a believer in it. I don't think so. Nice try. Have a nice life. Thank you. Come see us again. Thank you. Come again.
Thank you. Come again. Yeah, because that needs some serious looking at, and I don't believe that one.
Yeah. So now, anyway, okay. Now, hello everyone. This is another capture. I circled the main one. I'm reading this exactly the way I copied it from the actual post too. Hello everyone. This is another capture. I circled the main one, but how many can you see? This also Gettysburg. I hope you enjoy, you as in the letter U. Enjoy. Please don't share my picture. Thanks. Enjoy. Let me know what you see in the circle. If you see what I do.
What?
Huh? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's just see the picture. I don't even. I don't want to. Don't read that again. Again,
No,
my tinfoil is not thick enough tonight.
not for this one. I don't know. I don't know.
Uh,
Donnie,
uh,
imagine. Donnie, yes, grammar atrocious. Imagine me having to try and sit there and read it.
yeah, I just give up. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's try to see what they're seeing. We're evidently outside. There are trees.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a
And
tree.
yeah, but it's not as solid as these. And could it easily be a glare of one of those trees? Maybe. I don't know.
Could it be a dead stump, dead tree?
Could be. Could be. Um,
But in the background, I mean,
it's tough
oh
because
god,
when you look at this, I don't think that's the center of the picture to start with. I think this is cropped. I think that the center of the picture is over here because as you see the flash is kind of going this way. So
right?
I think this was on the outskirts. They kind of caught it, and it may be a mist. It is a little bit more translucent than the normal trees, but I don't know if I see anything really paranormal about it.
I think it's a tree. I think it's a dead tree, but it's a tree.
Yeah, and it's just laid back, set back further than this, and the glare comes down for whatever. Because these are crisp, all these over here are crisp. Like I say, I think it's off center. I think this is off to the left side of what they were actually taking the picture of. And then, of course, crop, enlarge, play around, do this, do that. Boom, here you go. Oh, there's a ghost there.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. I mean, I think this is a case of they wanted to really see something.
Yeah, they wanted to find something. They wanted, yeah.
And in their mind, they did.
But they didn't go back to school, learn how to type in the first place or how to spell. So, that just immediately sent them down the wrong hole.
If you knew what kind of accent they had and read it with that accent, you probably would have got it right.
Well, they said this is from Gettysburg. And I'm looking at this. I don't know of very many places in Gettysburg where you can go out at night in this level of woods. You're mostly, if you're at night, you're stuck to the roads most of the time out there at Gettysburg. So, yeah,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say
Maybe they were speaking Pennsylvania Dutch. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough to say. But either way, I'm still leaving my hat on that one just because out of spite.
Yeah, I think that's a tree because it continues to go up past the circle.
Yeah. And so I think it's further back and it just kind of glared down a little bit from, like I said, being a little bit off center from the actual
They just
shot.
wanted to see something in Gettysburg. Yeah.
Period. That's what it is. So anyway, now I got about 3 of them here. This is 3 of them. One of them doesn't have a circle because it's just the original photo. But after visiting my 22-year-old son Luke's grave for the first time in several weeks, hang on, because now I got to sit here and pull all this together again. It's like literally when you start reading these things and they start doing the grammar and stuff, and you're just like, oh my God, when did y'all go to school? I don't get this anymore. But anyway, was visiting their 22-year-old son Luke's grave for the first time several weeks ago. Following his passing on the 21st of January, I felt inclined to take some photographs. I have never been to a grave and felt inclined to take a photograph. Okay. But anyway, mainly on the way out of the dirt road, I paused to ponder, what are your thoughts, friends? Honestly, I did not get a good feeling after seeing the photos and showing them to a few others. Here's some zoomed in regular photos. I will post a picture of Luke as well. I'm not putting the picture of Luke out there for you guys to see it all. I mean, you don't have to worry about whether this thing matches up to him or not. And he just wants opinions, right? That's what the owner said. They wanted opinions on this. Okay. Here's the first one. This is the original photo, quote unquote. Well, I can tell you right now, it's already been edited because you can see up here at the top where they were doing their editing and they moved everything around. Okay. It's like they're trying to get ready to crop it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm assuming you can see it
Blow
like
it
I
up
can
so
see it.
we can look at it. Blow it up
Yeah.
so we can.
I think it's grasping. I do think it's grasping. And, people at this stage of grief and stuff, they're going to grasp at some stuff. They really are.
Okay.
Cornbread and iced tea. Gotta love it. But yeah, so I can see what they're looking at.
Right.
I can see the face.
Right.
But then they go a little bit further. And I'm sorry, Moon. This one's blue. I didn't need all that, but as you back away, you could tell this is 100% pareidolia, to me anyway. You got an old tree back there, and it's just the way it shadows and stuff, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could have gotten my hands on the real one because the only thing is the face is what I can't explain. Like that looks totally
Yeah.
out of place. Bring that in
Yeah.
to me so I could see it. Zoom in.
Okay. So you got a branch coming down across here. I just think it's branches back there and leaves that are coming across, creating that effect.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too now that I see up close because it looks like the shoulder is leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And
yeah,
you can see this branch right here that comes down right across the face to help create that shadow right there.
yeah, yep.
So
And as
I do believe
creepy
it to
as
be,
that is,
yeah, back looking at it
wow.
like that, you're going to say, oh, what the heck did I catch? I can understand where
Right,
they went with it. And
right.
once again, visiting a grave of your son, you're going to want to see something.
Well, I'm hoping they're not saying that this is their son.
That's why I put this one up, because did the same thing right where we were looking and then wrote Luke underneath it. I'm sorry, you're grasping. At best, you're grasping. And I won't put out the picture of the boy. I say the boy, he was 22, but he had a little bit of an afro, and he was like a young kid. There was no mustache, there was no beard, there was none of this other stuff.
So you're saying that this picture looks like like an older person, if it were an older spirit.
Yeah, I would say
It
that would
doesn't
be
look
more
like a
likely than.
young adolescent.
I don't think it looked. He wasn't an adolescent. He was 22. They're thinking, I think, because of this up here, he had like I said, a little frilly, sideshow Bob style hair. You know what I mean? And it was kind of frizzy and stuff. That I'm guessing they're thinking this looked like it. Is the only thing I can think of. Yeah. Either way, I don't think it looks like. I did not think it looked like him at all. But once again, I'm just not going to put his picture out there for everybody to see. So
Well, yeah, I'm thinking that they were grasping again.
yeah, grief and want.
I mean, why would they stop and take a picture of that, per se?
They could have taken a picture anywhere in that place, and they would have come up with another one that they could have said was the same thing.
Yeah, but I just want to know. I mean, did they see something going, hey, that looks kind of weird, and took a picture of
No,
it? Or,
they just got
because
a
I
feeling.
don't think that you're going to be in a cemetery just taking random photos of trees.
Yeah, it says that I felt inclined to take some photographs, mainly on the way out of the dirt road.
In the dirt road. Okay.
Yeah,
So that doesn't
yeah.
not
So
even
not even at the gravesite.
see, because that always leads me back into. I'm going to pose this question to everyone out there. If you were buried in a cemetery or graveyard or something like that, is that where you would choose to hang out?
Not one bit.
Would that be where you would be pulled to? Absolutely not.
Nope. See, I'm trying to figure out what's down here at the base, unless that's a headstone I'm seeing down there.
That looks like what it is to me, but I can't tell with all the stuff they have. It looks like they took a screenshot and
they did of the picture.
Yeah, took a screenshot of the picture, which is never good. If you have the original picture, if you're going to screenshot it with the metadata, and then start manipulating the picture as needed.
Yeah. I just think I got money. It says that they took the picture, saw something that they thought was cool, and instead of actually using the picture you took, you started doing this sharing amongst everybody. Now we've got something that probably 15 times over been copied or screen captured or whatever. So
yeah, there's
we would
no
never
time.
see the actual metadata. So
yeah.
But anyway, so it is what it is with that one. We're not, like I said, I'm just not going to say it's that Luke kid or anything like that, because I was like, there's just no way.
I mean, it's a creepy photo. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
not this one, but when you look
if I saw it, I would have to question it. I really would.
Yeah. If that came up on my phone, I would have to sit there and say, whoa, what the heck?
I would be sending it to my people and going, look, check this out. Tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't immediately do this at all.
Yeah. And I would hope that my loved one is not hanging out on a dirt road near a cemetery. You know what I'm saying?
If they aren't, they didn't know. They didn't stick around with me very well, so they know better. Don't hang out there. You need to go somewhere else. We can find you, because I ain't coming there to look for you.
Exactly. I mean, that wouldn't be like the last place I'd be hanging out.
No, yeah, 100%. Nope, and nope. So we're gonna agree to say this one is probably a no bueno. But yeah, you thought I forgot about it.
Brandizer says this is at a cemetery unless there's another person that is this ghost knew that was close to where they were alive, so they would want to stay by their grave.
That's a thought, honestly.
I mean, it is a thought, but wouldn't you want to go to perhaps your parents' home, a family member's home?
Oh, trust me, if I die before my wife, she's going to hear me.
Yeah, a place that you wanted to be. Because I wouldn't wait for people to come see me, because maybe I'm just like that. I would have to go haunt them immediately. So I wouldn't be hanging out waiting for them. I'd be going to, I'd be going to their house.
I'm going to be knocking on daggum doors and closing, turning off lights that they keep leaving on. Yeah, you dang right. I'm going to do it.
That's right. Absolutely.
Cremate me and paint me and put me in a bucket of paint and paint me into the ceiling so I can watch y'all's asses.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway. So, anywho, now I'm going to leave that one where it is.
I mean, but it is a creepy picture. I'm not, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That's one of the best pareidoias I've seen lately.
Yeah. I mean, if it didn't, like I said, if I knew that kid, if the kid I saw had the beard or something like that, I'd have really been going, okay, now I need to look at this a little bit more. But
yeah, it definitely looks like they have some dark facial hair, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the way it looks. But anywho, so now we're going to move on. Or so I hope. There's a lady named Noelle wrote this one. Said, I personally captured this image in the historic downtown area of New Bern, North Carolina. I adjusted the picture, red flag number 1, by converting it to black and white, red flag number 2, and cropped it, red flag number 3, for the second version. So she said, I'll add the original full color photo in the comments if I can find it. Guess what was never in the comments?
The original.
You got it. Here it is. Ding, ding, ding. You might as well leave this on for a while now, because I got so much on this one that I just want to. I'm like, really?
Okay, let's look at what's there. Yeah.
You want to go into the box first? You want to go up to the original?
Let's go up to what they call the original, the crop version, I guess.
This up here? No, this is the only picture. This is the only picture they did. She took and cropped that, enhanced it to show this.
Does it? Wait.
Do what?
Wait. Back
Wait, what?
up again. What are we taking a picture? Back up.
Back up. Okay.
When that looks.
She took this up here and created that. Now, mind you, she made it black and white. It was originally color. She made it black and white, and then she did the enhancement to create the box down here, which means she enhanced everything.
Does that not look like a picture of somebody? A picture?
Yes, it does. 100%. You go up here and look, it looks like a picture of somebody on the other side of that window right there.
Yeah.
In fact, if you look close enough, I bet money that right there is a frame.
Yeah.
And as we come down here and look even closer, there's the banister. There's the window. She didn't do a very good job of, how can I put this without being completely much of a, you know what, but she didn't do a very good job of enhancing to the point where you could tell the depth perception of it, you know, the depths of each layer.
Okay, so this would be something I would do. I'm just saying. If I had a nosy neighbor, I would definitely put something like that on my window, facing their window,
to freak them out every time they look. Yeah.
Yes. To prove a point.
I don't even know if it's that, or if there's a hallway or something on the other side of that window there, or if it is looking outside, it's a billboard outside.
And that's a possibility, but that's a weird place to have it, you know, where it's that close to a window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm with you, though. I think
I'm seriously thinking that this is a picture, or if that is facing another person's apartment, that they literally stuck that in the window.
Very well could have. I would have done it being an asshole, but that's
I would have done it too. If I had a nosy neighbor, you bet. I would put a big old picture in that window, just looking straight back at them. I mean, they couldn't look into my window anymore, but apparently I don't want them to.
No, not one dang bit. Better yet, look at the eyes. I'll cut the eyes out and look at you.
Yeah. But I mean, wouldn't that be funny though?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, that'd be
because that is a painting, or that is a picture, that is something. It's
100% fake.
It is fake. Yes.
It is a hoax from hell. And I'm like, look at that.
So like, I don't know why you would take a color photo and turn it black and white.
No idea. Not one idea, other than to make sure that you don't see the color of that picture out there.
Exactly. And conveniently, I lost the original.
Yeah. Never saw it. I never saw the original color one. So.
Yeah, no, I have the originals of mine. I would never get rid of those.
Well, you can't. You always got to have something to back up.
Right.
Okay. Now that we're in full.
Yeah, but I so would do that if a person kept looking in my dang window.
Yeah. I do believe you do that too. I really do.
I would.
You do it to text if we were out in the daggum woods too, just for spite.
Yeah, right. I'd put a picture of an old lady out there staring him down.
Or better yet, we set up a thing like they did at Boot Hill and set up that mannequin out there for him.
There you go.
All right, this next one, Jazz Lysette. I hope I pronounced that name right. Shared this photo by saying, a couple of years ago, me and my partner went exploring an old abandoned mansion or hall. First built in 1594, later used as a miners' rehabilitation center in 1945 during the war. We were walking around. I kept hearing someone clapping, but never paid much attention. Anyway, when we looked back at the pictures, we found this. We left it. The left is the original, and the right is just brightened up. What do we think? Okay. I still didn't need the daggum circles, but. And that ain't even really brightened, I don't think. I think they just adjusted contrast on that, really.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't need to. I don't know. Let's look at the one that they adjusted.
That the adjusted one? All right.
Yeah.
Look, it's over here. It's over here. See, I don't know that you did a whole lot for it. You know what I mean? By lightening it. And it's cropped too, because part of the picture's cropped after they adjusted it. Why you would crop it? Why not just show both exactly the same? But anyway. And they're right. That person looks like they might be clapping, though.
I don't even know what they're doing. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to say they're clapping. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
I don't even know if what I'm actually looking at.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it like this, I mean, is this a? I don't know what this is actually here. It's is this a solid surface I'm looking at, and then they're on the other side of it?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of.
Which means if you're looking through a little, I say for lack of a better word, a window or service window or something like that, maybe somebody's there waiting to get something. I don't know. This is one of those. The more I looked at it, the more I was like, I wish the red circle wasn't there because I think it cuts away from it more than anything else.
Yeah, I think the red circle really does not do what it needs to do with this. I mean, no. We can point it out. We can actually see it. Honestly, an arrow would have been better.
Yep, John, there you go. Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes.
Kind of I thought Margaret Hamilton at first. The first time I looked at it, all we need is the green face,
Right.
But I hate to say tinfoil on it. I really hate to say tinfoil on it, but because
I
of the
don't want
messing
it to be tinfoil.
No, I don't either.
I don't want it to be tinfoil, but
if this is what she says, if this is what she actually states, that's a hell of a catcher. Because I cannot, on this one over here, you can't see anything that shows any kind of overlays or any kind of actually smudging.
But I want you to look at how I want to say that image just looks like flat, like super flat.
Yeah, like there's no depth to it at all.
Yes, like it's in, I don't know. It just looks flat, like this is maybe a picture taken a long time ago, perhaps.
Yeah.
And they found it again and brought it out. You know what I'm saying? This is what it looks like. Because evidently this camera that they took it with has no depth. It has no pixels. It has nothing. It's just flat.
I'm looking, Grandizer. I'm looking for them. Looking for the monkeys, the flying monkeys.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, there's no depth to this face. I mean, there's no depth to that face.
No.
You could argue
it
a little
bit. It's like
bit.
an old picture that they brought back out and said, hey, look at this picture I took.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can't tell. And just the way the hands are, that really looks like somebody doing like that. And they're mid-clap, type thing. Which,
yeah, I mean,
that's just me speculating, obviously. So I don't like this brightening or whatever she wanted to call it. I don't like that at all because all he did was add more pixels to it and distort it even more.
Yeah, but doesn't it look flat to you? I mean, it looks very
Yeah.
flat.
I mean,
It's
they
like
are
an
giving,
older photograph.
yeah, and it's like the side of the face here is like the minute she did that, it made it look even more. I hate to say
I
fake,
mean,
but
they
kind of
tried.
put
I
in
mean,
there.
they tried. At least they gave us the original to go with it. But I
Oh,
mean,
there we go. Granddad's got one right there. I didn't think about that. Trying to rescan the old picture like you're talking about. Scanner may
uh-huh,
try to add things that are not there to begin with.
uh-huh,
Very true. Which is what a
uh-huh,
lot of happens with a lot of JPEGs and stuff when they get compressed. They get
uh-huh.
stuff taken away and stuff added back in. And if there's any kind of a glitch at all, it'll be a little bit different.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Granddad, I don't know
Yeah.
when they
I'm not.
tried to clean up the photo. There's no dates on it at all that I know of.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just thinking that this was an older photo.
and that would be fine. I would love for it to be an
Mhm.
older photo. I don't need this. I need the actual photo so I can look at it. I want to look at the
Right.
actual photo, but
Right.
I don't know if we'll ever see that. So,
Probably never.
but even though I'm saying it, I got my tinfoil hat on, I'm still on the fence on this one by a long
I'm
shot.
not even taking my hat off.
Yep, that's because you're a mean person.
Well, I don't think this was taken by the person who's describing it. I think this
No,
is an
I don't
old
think
photo
so.
they ran across. I
I
mean,
don't think so either.
the picture's not tinfoil, just the when it was
The people
taken.
that put it out there, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to say, yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to keep moving because I got a few more still.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I told you. At exactly 12 a.m., my bestie and I were at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in San Diego. I think I caught a woman's face in the mirror reflection. Now that I took this picture on the inside of the bar area from the side, I included the original, not zoomed in shot so that you see it was not my face. Well, that's at least one good thing there. And I took it from the left side, looking into the right side of the bar area. I included the picture of myself. I included a picture of myself. I don't think I put the picture of herself on there. I have the glasses on. My bestie is walking away when I took these, so it's not her face either. Can you see it, or am I just tripping? Well, most likely you're probably tripping, but we're going to tell you right now.
You're probably tripping.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember this one now because this woman had like 15 photos up, and this is the only one that she had any kind of writing on. And as you can see right off the bat, look down at the bottom. We've got a screen capture again.
Yeah.
Okay. It has already been zoomed. Okay. No doubt this one right here was already zoomed. I don't know what she's wanting to take a picture of. Is she talking about this right here? I can't tell. I'm sorry. I cannot tell what she's talking about.
I don't either. All right, let's zoom into the blue square.
We're going to zoom in here. I'll see if you see anything that I don't see.
You know
Pareidolia is a
what it
hell of a
looks like
drug.
to me? It looks like one of those totem pole faces, they carve into a totem pole.
Yeah, this little bit right here.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was like thinking too. It's like, dang, that thing looks like a gargoyle or something there.
It looks like a totem pole, like what they would carve into one of those.
But once again, I'm thinking pareidolia again. And that's
Pareidolia.
that's the
Yeah.
best guess because I can't even really say that. But the next one is the actual original photo, supposedly.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. That's the same photo. It's not backed out. Everything's still blurred. She's already zoomed in, and all the other ones that I took picture that were on that post were all bright lighted colors. They weren't dingy and dismal like this was. So I don't know where she took this picture
Or why.
or why. Yeah, or why. There's that's the problem with a lot of these. I don't have a why on 99.9% of them at all. At least with the Luke one, you know, I had a why. I knew why they were probably grasping at it, but
I mean, because, you know, if I was to write something, I'd be like, hey, you know, I was in this place, I was in this bar, and I kept getting this creepy feeling. And me being a ghost investigator, guess what I'm going to do?
I'm gonna take pictures.
I'm going to take some pictures.
Dang right.
But these people have no clue about nothing.
No, I don't know what they're even thinking. That's the wall is what's creating that image right there. So
Yeah,
okay, I'm leaving it on.
okay, I'm gonna leave my hat on because I don't know.
Freaky said there's no circle. It's got to be real.
Well, there's a circle in the other picture. It's a blue square.
Yeah, we got a blue square. Blue square.
Yeah.
See, look right there. Same thing.
Not even a great blue square. Just saying.
No, that's badly freeformed. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. This video it's a still out of a video, comes from Stanley Palace, a 16th century Tudor building in the city of Chester. Okay. According to the site curator, a man once died beneath the staircase and now haunts the place of his death. And is this the ghost looking down? And the owner said, blah, 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 blah. And I think we might have looked at something like this before, though. I don't know if it's this particular one, though.
Why did they do that?
Why'd they do what? Circle
why do they take a screenshot of video?
I can't tell you. I would love to see movement.
Yeah. So we could see movement, or is this something back there that is a permanent fixture? And how is it creating that look? You know, how can we figure that out?
Red flag number 1, right there.
Red flag. Well, red circle flag. Hey.
Yeah, you go. Red circle. Oh, we need to put a flag on it. I thought I should have done. You know, from now on, I'm going to start putting red flags on the ones that are going to get.
Right. Because if you have a video, like I said, it helps us debunk what is a physical permanent fixture and how is it creating that look, or could it be a person and we can watch it move, or is it a spirit? We don't know, because it's
a still. I don't need a still when you got video. You've got video. So I mean, it caught me. I was like, you kidding me, right? You're really kidding me.
I mean, even if it was there and it was gone, and then you want to show me a still of it, okay.
Yeah.
But man.
And the next one, you know, he zooms in. This right here came from one of the comments, because the comments swear that there's somebody right behind this guy.
Oh, good gosh.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna zoom in. That's nothing but the daggum grain of the wall behind him.
Oh, yeah. We went over grain. We went over wood and the grain and how it can produce pareidolia. I mean, I even showed a couple samples.
Yep. I don't know on some of them. I really don't.
Oh my gosh.
This is the stuff that is permeating everywhere out there, though.
I don't know. I mean, of course, you know, I'm sure everybody in chat knows, if you got a video, hey, show the video. And if we're not quite getting it, then break it down into stills and show us.
Yeah.
But don't have a video and show me one still, just one.
Yeah. And, you know, John's right here. I mean, blow it up. A lot of them, they do this right here. They blow it up so much, you're going to find something. If you look hard enough, you're going to find it.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's just like, I'm like, come on, guys, give me a little bit of a break. I mean, it's as bad as with the finding Bigfoot stuff, you know, when I went off on about Russ Acord about that stuff with the video, the night vision cameras. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Well, it's
okay.
almost time to do another Bigfoot because I've seen a lot of videos again.
Yeah, that's going to be another that I'll keep the hat on a lot of those too.
That's going to be Red Flag Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna red flag the crud out of stuff on that one. But okay, last one here. After this one, that is. Last one is my nephew's camera caught this strange mist behind his truck. Any thoughts on what it could be? Let's see. Smoke, tailpipe, vapor, a bug. Yes, Grandizer. Throw me a freaking bone.
I don't know. Let's zoom in on it. I don't know.
I think it's between glare off of the daggum. I'm assuming this is dirt behind him, or a puff of smoke coming out of the tailpipe. Exhaust fumes.
I mean, I don't know.
And again, why?
I don't think that's exhaust. It's too far back there. I don't think it's that.
Okay.
Again, this was taken with what? Somebody's camera or?
It's got to be somebody's. I won't say trophy, but security camera, because there's a house back over here, as you can see.
Okay.
And I'm guessing this guy was down, hell, at the end of the driveway checking mail, whatever the case might be. He just happened to be doing it at 2:28 of 25, so that's February, at just before 7:00 in the evening. It's awful dark, so I don't know where they were at, but they're pretty dark.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, could this be a reflection of something on the camera? I mean, could it be a spot?
A bug flying across?
Not even a bug. It could be just a splotch. You know, it's some type of residue from anything. You know, I don't want to say it, but bird poop, bugs. You know,
I mean,
all kinds of things can leave a weird smudge on a camera, especially if they're outside and outside all the time. And face it, we don't clean our trail cams.
No.
No, we don't clean our CCTVs. We do not clean them, everybody. We don't. Not unless you've got issues.
Well, now I have watched Silo. I did have watched Silo, so it is one of those things. Go out and clean.
I'm thinking that there's something on the lens.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like it's laying on the ground.
Yeah, like I said, it
probably
could be
closer to the camera than what the truck is.
Right.
I just think it's something they probably misidentified.
Yeah, I think they may need to clean the camera, and it probably wouldn't happen again.
Maybe.
Or if they took a picture again, it'd look just like that.
Yeah. If they got another picture like that, then I'd definitely say it. But once again, we're not privy enough to get any more than one picture. You know that, right?
Right. I do think this is something up with their camera, like I said.
Yeah, 100%. And, it's one of those things like I can't tell people enough. Just don't mess with it. If you think you see something, put it out there and let other people see if they see it too. Don't enhance it. Don't crop it. Don't freaking zoom in. Don't try and put red circles, blue circles, yellow circles, red squares, whatever on it. Just let it go. Send it up.
Yes.
Let people look at it.
Be very descriptive on the exact spot you're looking at and see if they can see it too.
Yeah. Well, that's all the fun ones or the good ones for us to look at. But I just want everybody to remember always, that's me on the weekends. Every time I'm driving past something.
It doesn't even have to be abandoned for me. I'm
No,
like, ooh, when was
I don't
that
need
built?
abandoned. Hey, that's an
When
old
was
house.
that built?
I wonder if they'll let me in there.
Well, it's kind of like you want to go ask them, hey, you had anything going on in the house?
Yeah,
Got
can
any
I come
strange
look?
noises you can't explain? You know, any lights flickering that are not
That,
electrical? Anything like that?
but that being said, if you go up there and you got old meth mouth, looking out the door at you, going, "What? Yeah, never mind. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Never
Yeah,
mind, thanks. Got the wrong
I
house.
got,
Hey.
I got how walking up the drive. So yeah, I think I'll walk away right now."
Got the wrong house. So sorry. Well,
Anywho, well, that's all I got for this week. Unfortunately, I mean, I
it
tried.
was a good tinfoil Sunday.
Oh, good Lord, yeah. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I did have one other to show, and it was one of those I came across it when I was doing memes because of Donnie. I keep looking at memes now all the time because of Donnie, and this this one caught me. I loved it. I laughed and I laughed. I'm going to get me one of those and put my Roomba going.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that Roomba going to bring up something I probably don't want to deal with.
Right. Let's just leave that alone.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. You got anything else? Because
Uh,
I'm gonna go
no,
hide.
I think we're good for this week.
Yeah, I think that's it. So appreciate it, guys. Glad everybody showed up, had some fun. Maybe next week we'll go ahead and do that Bigfoot one we're talking about. We'll figure that one
Yeah,
out.
I've seen some that I'm just like, come on, guys, come on.
Oh, that's the 99% of them. What are you talking about? But yeah, I'm all about that one. We'll look at a couple of videos. I know there's some out on Facebook running around like crazy right now. But
Exactly.
yeah. Now
All right,
there
everybody.
you remember we talked about the Provo Canyon one, the one where the guys the thing stood up and they took off running,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's another part of that one. I don't know if it's the same people, but it's Provo Canyon as well. They had one hunkered down behind a tree and started chunking rocks at these people before
Oh,
they took.
cool.
So that was pretty interesting. We might look at that one again. So
Okay.
but other than that, I'm gonna go hide.
All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next
Y'all have
Sunday.
fun. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.